Imagine a ship, ancient and weathered, its wooden planks creaking with the weight of countless voyages. This vessel, once belonging to the legendary hero Theseus, has been carefully preserved for generations. But as time passes, its parts begin to decay. One by one, each plank, each rope, each sail is replaced with an identical copy. Until, after many years, not a single original piece remains. Now, pause for a moment and consider. Is this still the Ship of Theseus? This thought experiment, known as the Ship of Theseus paradox, has puzzled philosophers for centuries. It forces us to question the very nature of identity and continuity. What makes an object, or even a person, the same over time? Let's take this concept and apply it to ourselves. Our bodies are in a constant state of flux. The cells that make up our skin, our organs, even our bones are constantly dying and being replaced. In fact, it's estimated that almost every cell in your body is replaced within a span of 7 to 10 years. So, are you the same person you were a decade ago? Physically speaking, you're made of entirely different matter, yet you likely feel a sense of continuous identity. Your memories, your personality, your sense of self persists. But what is it that persists? Is it your consciousness, your memories, or is it something more intangible, a sort of essence that defies physical explanation? These questions lead us down a rabbit hole of philosophical inquiry. They challenge our assumptions about what it means to be the same over time. Consider a more modern example: digital data. When you save a file to the cloud, it's constantly being copied, moved, and stored on different servers. The physical bits that make up your data are constantly changing. Yet, when you access that file, you consider it to be the same document. Is identity, then, more about continuity than physical sameness? Is it the unbroken chain of existence that matters, rather than the specific components at any given moment? Or perhaps identity is more about function than form. The Ship of Theseus, even with all its parts replaced, still serves the same purpose. It still sails the seas, still carries cargo and crew. In the same way, you still fulfill your roles, your relationships, your place in the world, even as your physical self changes. But this leads us to even more questions. If two ships were built, one from the original parts of Theseus's ship, and one from the replacement parts, which would be the true Ship of Theseus? Can there be two identical identities? These questions don't have easy answers. They've been debated by philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for millennia, and in many ways, they're more relevant now than ever before. In an age of artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and potential mind uploading, the question of what constitutes identity becomes increasingly complex. If your consciousness could be uploaded to a computer, would that digital version be you? If you could transfer your memories and personality to a clone or an android body, would that new entity be the same person? The Ship of Theseus paradox reminds us that identity is not a simple concept. It's not just about physical continuity or even psychological continuity. It's a complex interplay of form, function, memory, and perception. Perhaps in the end, identity is something we construct. A narrative we tell ourselves and others about who we are and why we're the same person from moment to moment, year to year. Or maybe identity is something more fundamental, an essence that persists regardless of physical or mental changes. A core self that remains constant even as everything around it shifts and changes. As we sail through life, constantly changing yet feeling fundamentally the same, we each become our own Ship of Theseus. Our bodies renew, our minds evolve, our circumstances shift. Yet we maintain a sense of continuous identity. So the next time you look in the mirror, take a moment to consider: are you the same person you were yesterday? Will you be the same person tomorrow? And what exactly is it that makes you, you? The paradox of the Ship of Theseus doesn't provide us with clear answers, but it does offer us a profound opportunity for reflection. It invites us to explore the depths of our own existence, to question our assumptions about identity and continuity. In doing so, we may not solve the paradox, but we might just gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the ever-changing world around us. And perhaps in that understanding, we can find a kind of peace with the constant flux of existence. As we navigate the waters of identity, let us remember that the journey itself, the continuous flow of experience, might be more important than any fixed notion of self. Like Theseus's ship, we sail on, ever changing, yet somehow, always ourselves.